crazy. Like, people are really offering you money to come on this show and lie. So at that point, I was like, forget it. It's a lie. Like, now I don't believe anything.
Marsau Scott's arrest leaves LaTisha done for good. Here's everything that led up to it. Marsau Scott has officially been arrested, and this time, things feel different. For years, his wife LaTisha stood firmly by his side. She defended him through every storm, every rumor, every awkward TV moment, every whisper about questionable behavior. But now, she's done pretending everything is okay. This recent arrest is not some simple misunderstanding or a minor mistake. According to multiple sources, Marsau is being investigated for illegal financial activity. It's not just a case of bad luck or a failed investment. Officials are looking into the possibility of fraud and how company funds might have been misused. These are serious accusations, and if proven true, they could destroy both his business and personal reputation for good. The cracks were always there. For those who've followed Marsau and LaTisha's journey, this moment feels like it's been a long time coming. Marsau has never been a stranger to controversy. For years, people have talked about his shady business practices, secretive behavior, and habit of avoiding tough questions. He's always managed to slide past the backlash until now. LaTisha, for her part, stood by him even when it wasn't easy. She defended her husband through every media storm, denied cheating rumors, and tried her best to hold the family together, especially under the bright lights of reality television. But after years of trying to protect their image, LaTisha's silence now speaks volumes. This isn't about just one scandal. It's the years of stress, public embarrassment, and quiet heartbreak that finally caught up with her. And it seems this arrest was the final straw. She's not just hurt, she's done. People close to LaTisha say she's emotionally checked out. And maybe physically too. There's growing talk that she's been quietly distancing herself from Marsau for a while now. Not just in public, but in her private life, too.
The part of the harassing communications was you sending the picture.
No.
Right.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, that's the question I gotta ask. The question is, how do you feel about that? That makes me lose respect for Marcus.
If it was true.
If it was true, yeah. I didn't say it was true. I assumed it was true.
You assumed it was?
Now that he's saying that it's not true, how do you feel about it?
I don't know if I believe Martin.
Reports suggest she stopped defending him long before the arrest hit the headlines. And if you've been watching closely, you might have noticed that she's been going solo to more and more public events, no Marsau in sight. What used to look like scheduling conflicts now feels like a clear move toward independence. And she's not just stepping back from their marriage emotionally. Insiders say LaTisha has been planning her next chapter for months, figuring out how to separate herself both personally and professionally. That includes business decisions, legal steps, and financial preparations. She's not just reacting, she's making calculated choices for her future. For a long time, LaTisha was the glue. She made excuses, smiled through the pain, and tried to make it all look picture perfect. But loyalty only goes so far. And when it's repaid with secrecy, betrayal, and emotional strain, even the strongest person can only take so much.
You can know something, but hearing it from somebody else make it probably hit a little different.
You think somehow me going to talk to him about something is going to be a wake-up call?
Now, she's quiet. No public statements, no social media posts defending her man, just silence. And sometimes, silence says more than any press release ever could. Those closest to LaTisha say she's focusing on herself now, looking into ways to rebuild her career and brand without Marsau in the picture. Whether it's business goals, peace of mind, or simply finding herself again, she's finally doing what's best for her. When news of Marsau's arrest broke, it didn't just send shockwaves through the business world, it also reopened a long list of personal allegations. Cheating rumors, which had once been swept under the rug, are now roaring louder than ever. For years, fans of Love and Marriage, Huntsville speculated about Marsau's behavior. There were always odd moments on the show, strange social media posts, and subtle digs from fellow cast members that hinted at secrets behind closed doors. Alleged side relationships, late-night texts, hotel meetups, none of it was ever confirmed with hard proof, but the signs were hard to ignore. One woman even claimed Marsau emotionally manipulated her, making promises he never intended to keep.
And here he go, talking about business. Like, can we not appreciate this moment right here?
I'm sorry. It's a business trip.
Another anonymous source said she had evidence of a secret meeting, though it never saw the light of day. Through all this, LaTisha still defended him. She either believed him or wanted to believe so badly that she ignored the red flags. She stood strong in interviews, handled confrontations on the show, and tried her best to present a united front. But all that loyalty seems to have disappeared. While fans were focused on Marsau's downfall, LaTisha was quietly laying the groundwork for her future. Behind the scenes, she's been taking steps to separate her life from his completely. She's been creating her own brand, working on personal projects, and according to sources speaking with legal advisors. And her public presence has shifted too. She's been posting more messages about peace, growth, and choosing happiness. Without ever mentioning Marsau, she's making it clear she's over the drama. Friends say her top priorities now are her children, her mental health, and her career. She's not trying to save his reputation anymore, she's trying to rebuild her own life. What makes this situation even more complicated is that Marsau's problems aren't just personal, they're professional, too. His arrest has sparked a deeper investigation into his businesses. Reports suggest that multiple companies he's connected to are now being reviewed for suspicious activity. Some say financial records don't add up. Others claim money was moved improperly between accounts. Marsau once prided himself on being a successful entrepreneur, someone who turned ideas into thriving companies. He was admired in local business circles, seen as a man of influence and ambition. But now, that image is in danger of being completely destroyed. If the accusations prove true, it could lead to lawsuits, revoked licenses, and major financial losses. Investors are pulling back. Business partners are reconsidering their ties. And with all this chaos, LaTisha's decision to distance herself makes even more sense. LaTisha hasn't just been separating herself emotionally, she's also been cutting ties where it matters most, the business paperwork. Sources claim she's removing her name from joint ventures and stepping back from any professional arrangements that could link her to Marsau's legal problems. That kind of move isn't just smart, it's protective. She's safeguarding her finances, her future, and her reputation. And those red carpet solo appearances? They weren't accidents. They were quiet announcements of her independence, her soft launch into a life without Marsau. Right now, LaTisha stands at a turning point. Some insiders say she's already met with divorce lawyers and is considering walking away for good. If true, this isn't just an emotional reaction, it's a calculated step. She's figuring out what it would look like to leave the marriage with her finances protected and her professional identity intact. Others believe she might use this situation as leverage. She's stood by Marsau for years now. With everything crumbling, she may be in a position to demand full control over certain business deals if she stays. Public opinion is split. Some fans think she should have left a long time ago, while others still hope the couple can work through it. One person said, LaTisha should have left years ago. She gave him too many chances. Another wrote, I believe in second chances, but this man has crossed too many lines. If she stays, it better be on her terms. What's different this time is LaTisha's approach. She's not reacting with emotion. She's not posting angry rants or going back and forth online. She's calm, focused, silent but powerful. And that's how you know this isn't a phase. This is a woman who's thought it through and decided she's done being the one to carry the weight. Whether she officially ends the marriage or not, one thing is clear, LaTisha is no longer willing to suffer in silence. She's not the same woman she was back in season 1. That version of LaTisha, the one who smiled through the chaos and defended her husband no matter what is gone. What we're seeing now is a woman who knows her worth, and who's no longer willing to live in anyone's shadow. This could be the end of Marsau and LaTisha's marriage, but it might also be the beginning of LaTisha's real freedom. A fresh start. A life that's about her, not the image of a perfect couple. We may not know exactly what her next steps will be, but we know they'll be hers. Thought out, intentional, and focused on the future. So now the question is, will LaTisha finally walk away for good? Or will she surprise us all and try to fix what's broken? Either way, it's clear, LaTisha Scott isn't the same woman who stood behind Marsau all those years. And maybe that's the best thing that's come out of this entire mess. What do you think? Is this the end for LaTisha and Marsau? Or is there still a chance for reconciliation? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned, we'll keep following this story as it unfolds. What's different this time is LaTisha's approach. She's not reacting with emotion. She's not posting angry rants or going back and forth online. She's calm, focused, silent but powerful. And that's how you know this isn't a phase. This is a woman who's thought it through and decided she's done being the one to carry the weight. Whether she officially ends the marriage or not, one thing is clear, LaTisha is no longer willing to suffer in silence. She's not the same woman she was back in season 1. That version of LaTisha, the one who smiled through the chaos and defended her husband no matter what is gone. What we're seeing now is a woman who knows her worth, and who's no longer willing to live in anyone's shadow. This could be the end of Marsau and LaTisha's marriage, but it might also be the beginning of LaTisha's real freedom. A fresh start. A life that's about her, not the image of a perfect couple. We may not know exactly what her next steps will be, but we know they'll be hers. Thought out, intentional, and focused on the future. So now the question is, will LaTisha finally walk away for good? Or will she surprise us all and try to fix what's broken? Either way, it's clear, LaTisha Scott isn't the same woman who stood behind Marsau all those years. And maybe that's the best thing that's come out of this entire mess. What do you think? Is this the end for LaTisha and Marsau? Or is there still a chance for reconciliation? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned, we'll keep following this story as it unfolds.